Hello and welcome. It is Aylesbury United and the One Club Champ. We find ourselves in League One after promotion of winning League Two last season. We've spent the summer trying to get as many players as we can to want to join the Ducks. And to be honest, it hasn't been a fruitful recruitment session. If we go into our transfers, let's just have a look at who we've brought in. We started our first... Well, let's look at players out. And go back to the end of last season. And look at players released. At the end of this season, we had to say goodbye to Jordan Obita. We had to say goodbye to Jack Clark. He just wanted too much money. Alfie Matthews had stayed with us since the first couple of seasons, worked our way up, but really was surplus to requirements. He didn't start a game. He came off the bench a couple, but we had to say goodbye to Alfie. We really needed the money. Say goodbye to a fringe midfield player, Jack Evans, and Harry Woodward, who was a right wing back. So if we go into all of the transfers looking for this year, we have brought in Aidan Marsh on loan from Barnsley. He can play up front and a couple other places. We brought in 33-year-old veteran Danny Andrew on a free transfer. We've brought in a regen, Sal Hodnett, who was released from, let's have a look, from Man City. Who else have we got here? We also signed David Totonda, who was released by Macclesfield. Has played 261 times, can play on the left, can play in the centre. He's a bit of a backup player for us, but at £675 a week, we needed cover, so he's come in. Ethan Robson, released by Shrewsbury, 58 appearances, has a left foot, some pretty general technical standards and technical stats and mental stats. Can play in midfield, and I know this is not the best role, but could also play at the centre-back position. And then, who else have we got here? We found a goalkeeper. Callum Burton has come in. Remember, we had Kieran Slicker last year. Now, Kieran went back to Brentford and is sitting in there under 23s. So, the things I liked about Callum Burton here is we like to play out from the back, and he has 16 passing. He has decent handling skills, kicking skills. I'm very happy that his centricity is 2. I don't like eccentric goalkeepers. Okay, who else did we bring in? Again, as you know, we've spent £0, so everybody's free. We brought in a regen called John Morris. He was from Man City. Can play up front, can play on the left side here, and he did play. He's played left midfield pre-season and had a very good pre-season, 7.73. If we go, also, we've signed Ben Edwards as a backup goalkeeper. Our major signing, really, is this Kendra Simmons. Now, Kendra Simmons is forward. He was released by Man City, then went to Notts Forest, didn't play for Notts Forest, but he is going to be our number 9 for this season. He's got okay stats. He's got decent potential ability, can play on the left side, can play across the attacking midfield areas, and I think he's going to be a good player for Aylesbury. Up front there with Sam Dalby. We also brought in a guy called Jack Lee, who can play as a centre-back. 6'4". So he's a tall player, stays at the back. There ain't much technique to him, but as a central defender, I think he's going to be a good player for us. Didn't make the grade at Sheffield Wednesday, went to Cambridge, so he has League 2 experience, and I think he's going to be a good player for us. We also brought in a regen called Ryan Cohen. We are paying his wages at £2,400 or £2,400 a week. He's a hard-working midfielder. He can play in a variety of different positions and roles in central midfield. He's on loan from Derby. He's also capped at England under-19, and so he will play somewhere in our team. We'll have a look at where we want to go. Alan Thompson, another regen from Blackburn, again capped at under-19 level, has got pretty good average stats across the board. He hasn't yet played a league game. He's a promising midfield player, and he will start for us. He also was pretty cheap at £675 a week. A Dutch 29-year-old is playing for Aylesbury United. He's on loan from Peterborough. His name is Paul Koch, and again can play on the left-hand side of the pitch, can also play centrally, and again will give us cover and maybe even start, who knows. And then we just signed Shane Proctor, who came in and then twisted his ankle in the first day that we signed him on loan. But I'm hoping that, again, he's going to be pretty good on the right-hand side for us. He's worth £300,000. We're paying his wage from Villa. So that's our team. We sold Cameron John, who went to Notts County, and we got a fairly okay deal, £100,000. And that's about where we are. If we go to, let's go to the league. We go to League One. The big players, if we look at the season preview, we are predicted to finish last. The top team is Birmingham. If you have a look at Birmingham's best strikers, they have a lad called Laurent Tolage, all right, and then they also have a Birmingham player. He is Taiwo Awani, and he's 16 million. He's being paid £23,000 a week, and so that's the type of players that we're going to be playing against in League One. Looking around here, we've got Rotherham, MK Dons. Surprisingly enough, QPR, although we're relegated from Championship, are meant to finish down here in 20th. I'm not really sure what has happened to them. And so there we go. We're in League One. We clearly are way out of our league here as Aylesbury. We don't have our own stadium. We don't have a lot of money. I know in the overall balance we've got that much money, but we don't generate a lot of money through the season. In terms of injuries, we are not looking good. Japhet Tanganga is suspended. Sam Dalby is out with a sports hernia. Shane Proctor is out, twisted ankle. Charlie Gilmore is out with a pulled calf muscle. Saul Hodnett is also doubtful. So we have a bit of an injury crisis. Maybe our pre-season training was too much. I don't really know. I gave them a lot of rest. I don't know. Maybe they just weren't up for it. So here we go. We have got Ipswich away. Now, Ipswich got promoted last year from League 2. So we played them last year as well. So here we go. As you can see, injury crisis, not looking good. They've got Franny Jeffers, the fox in the box, as the manager. And let's just see how we go. This is how we're going to set up. Terrell Whitaker is going to take part in this game because Sam Dalby is out. So we've gone with Terrell Whitaker and with Simmons up front. We're going to play the regen Morris on the left-hand side. And then we've got Aidan Marsh going to play right midfield. Alfie Payne is still part of our starting lineup here. What a player he has turned out to be for us. He's played in pretty much 30-odd games a season, coming up from the Bet Ifsman Premier Division, and is now finding himself a league player. Across the back, we've got Danny Andrew and we've got Jack Lee. We're going to play Ethan Robson as a ball-playing centre-back, and then we've got the regen Alan Thompson in right-back position. And that is where we are. Saxon Early is on the bench, not really fit enough to start. And we've got a little academy kid of our own who's got 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. He's our right midfielder. So, and he's 6'2". So he's 16. He might get some game time with the number of injuries we've already got. All right, submit. our team, and let's see how we go. We want to give Alan Thompson, let's give him the number 2. He's going to be playing there. League One. Here we go. I'm not feeling confident at all. We have got 10 debutants. Oh no, 9 debutants here. Brand new team from last year. Oh, and another thing, we brought in Troy Deeney as our assistant coach. So I'm very happy with Troy Deeney being part of our coaching setup. All right. Here we go. Exciting stuff. Aylesbury away to Ipswich in the first game of the League One season. And the first highlight looks like it's going to Ipswich. To be honest, with the number of injuries we've got and the makeshift back four that we have, there we go. 1-0 down after 3 minutes. And it's a poor start for the Ducks. Oh dear. A little unfortunate with the rebound off the post. Yeah. Dozzell. Is that Jason Dozzell's kid? I think so. The Spurs legend, Jason Dozzell. We are yet to have a shot. Well, it's only 7 minutes in the game. Let's relax. We'll be fine. Yellow card for Alan Thompson. 10 minutes in. And we have a shot at goal. We had a lot of difficulty bringing in players over the summer. We went into the championship and we looked at like players that had not only been released by championship clubs but also by League One clubs. And there we go, highlight. Let's have a look. Oh, ball over the top. Oh dear. Oh, good save. And we found that when we were trying to offer players to come in, they just weren't interested. They weren't interested in Aylesbury at all. They were mainly saying that the stature of the club was below that of what their reputation was. So we had to go for pretty much low reputation players and try and get the highest ability. It just was like really challenging. And of course, if you get anyone with any real ability, they wanted more money per week than we could pay them, or they wanted a ridiculous signing on fee of like £30,000. So I've just found that it's been really challenging trying to bring in players. And what I'm hoping is that once the transfer window kind of gets once the transfer window gets a little bit more kind of seasoned and clubs know that they're going to be loaning out their young players, I might be able to snap up a couple of extras. Oh, here we go. John Morris. Oh, we've got a penalty. Who stepped up? Who have we got? Ethan Robson. Straight down the middle. And it's 1-1. Tied up. Debut goal. Penalty. To be honest, we haven't really deserved that. But I'll take it. Terrell Whitaker in the box getting taken down. Alfie Payne surging forward. Oh my word! There we go. We are 2-1 up within a minute. What a ball from Alfie Payne and a finish from John Morris off the left-hand side. Surging forward, and Alfie Payne with that left boot. What a goal by John Morris. We might have found a little gem. I told you he had a really good pre-season playing left midfield, and he's meant to be a forward, but you never know. Here we go, counter boys. Come on, Simmons. Well, what a change of fortunes for us. 2 goals within a minute. A penalty in the 28th minute, and then John Morris scores within the same minute. Oh, what a save. And it looks like the Ducks have woken up. It's 3 versus 2. Oh dear. And we're countered down the other end. Müller rasps a shot. That's not what we need from our ball-playing centre-back to smash it into their players. That's it. Nice and compact. Oh, God. Good save. That would have been a really poor goal to concede there. Long ball from the goalkeeper just over the top, exposing the poor position sense of my centre-backs. This Müller looks a pretty decent player. Oh, penalty. Whittaker earns a penalty down the other end and takes him out. Oh, he's saved on his debut. On his debut, Burton saves. And we stay 2-1. Now we're on the counter. Go on, Marsh. Cross it. Oof. Well, Whittaker's got to be careful. He's already on a yellow card and he gave away a penalty. I'm not really sure what our centre forward was doing back there, but we certainly don't want him giving any more penalties away. I'm going to tell Whittaker to just avoid getting another yellow card here, and I'll do the same to Alan Thompson. Tell him avoid giving another yellow card. Let's go and check out the summary. Yeah, we're not really playing that well. A lot of red on this side compared to a lot of green. They've had 21 shots to our 7, but we find ourselves 2-1 up. I don't want to do too much though, to be honest. I know we're attacking, and that's kind of just what has got us into this position in League One, just being a high pressing, attacking team. You know what? And we'll play that way, hopefully until the last 15 minutes, unless they score, in which case we'll have to change it around a little bit. Scully, Mulder and Scully. Scully missed the chance in front of goal. Here we go. Jason Dozell's kid whips it in. Oh, this Müller. Who is he in League One? I'm having a look. Who is this player? Oh, he's only 5.25 million. Spanish left midfielder. You know what? We might have to take off here. Well, I don't really want to take off anyone. We're an hour into the game, still 2-1 up. Let's try and see if we can get a third goal. Don't want to rest on just a 2-1. Again, we don't have Sam Dalby as a big target player. Oh, Zach Brown with an absolute stunning goal, and the assist from Mulder and Scully. Not sure why my goalkeeper's playing it long there, because I've instructed my team to play it out from the back. That's a nifty finish. Zach Brown. Okay, time for a change. Let's take off. Let's put Aidan Marsh up there. And we're going to take off Whittaker. We're going to put on Saxon early. And we're going to give Paul Cock a debut instead of the veteran Andrews. And we are going to stay attacking at least until the 80th minute. Once we get to the 80th minute, I think that's when we make the change and just sit a little deeper. Yeah, now we're going to try and we'll be cautious. Let's go to the team instructions. We will, in transition, we'll do that out of possession. Let's sit a little deeper. We'll sit lower. We'll have our forward line just be a little lower. Don't really care about the short distribution, and we're going to stay on our feet. No diving in. No need for the offside trap. In transition, we want to counter. We're going to ask the goalkeeper. We'll leave him as. We don't need to time waste right now. But we're going to maybe be a little more direct. And let's go for that. Muller with the throw in. Muller with a cross. Lee heads it out. Can we counter? Here we go. This was what we were looking for. Simmons broken away. Oh. That's the type of chance we're looking to carve out. '91st minute. Can we carve out one more chance? Alfie Payne. More wayward shot there. Saxon early with the through ball into space. Uh-oh. Mulder and Scully out on the left wing. Oh, there we go. We defended it all right. All these last minute highlights always concerning. You think someone's going to get a last minute winner. There we go. A 2-2 away draw on the first day of the season. I'm pretty happy with that. Considering we are missing about 5 or 6 players from injury already. And we had our debutant goalkeeper save a penalty. And there we go. We tie the first game of the season. Onwards and upwards for the Ducks.